I say that I'm a survivor of heart failure. Happened in 2016, where I started feeling some symptoms, and that was just the standard symptoms for heart failure. Shortness of breath, not being able to lay down flat. And actually when I received the left ventricle assisting device. So because my heart failure really collapsed after a few years on medication treatment, I needed a heart transplant. And because that was something that, I spent around 3 months in a hospital waiting, but there were no donor. My team has suggested to implant the left ventricle assisting device so I can wait for transplant outside the hospital. So we went through the process, but when I came back from the hospital with the LVAD, I was like, this will be difficult for me because, I cannot be not working because I need to put my energy somewhere, my creative part somewhere. And I did not imagine living at this time in Lithuania and working for somebody. So the first thing that I did, I created a job spot for myself. So I created a small company, which is what you said, a state of mind. Since the diagnosis, I had that urge that I need to share my story. Of course, improving the access and care for the patients globally. We can see that, there are different issues in different countries, such as the distance of like how we can reach the doctor's office. We can see the lack of education as well. Clinicians' education, for example, the general practitioners. And awareness is one of the key things as well. I say it will be never enough to talk about heart failure and, saying and trying to translate the message into the symptoms and comorbidities and what we need to look out, because, we all know that cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in the world. So everyone should really know and at least be aware of the symptoms and, get their regular checkups for their own sake and their own life. After the transplant, I'm feeling actually great at this time because I have this possibility at this moment, and I can see when the time is passing by, the more time is passing by after the transplant, I feel better and better. For example, such as, different infections, and, you have to take your medication every 12 hours, and that does not change from day to day. My only one goal during the whole 6 years was just to be healthy. It's just so rewarding that now you understand, you can really focus on other things and deliver different things and support other patients. Be that person who gives advice to other patients who are going through the same journey, who gives like tips and tricks of, doing this or doing that while are you living with the disease and living with heart disease especially.